What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky Quickie, we're going to be taking a look at another 52 Toys figure, and it is the BB-13 Big Power. And it's a panda. It's not just a panda. It's a robotic panda. It's not just a robotic panda. It's a robotic mech panda. I know, they just pulled out all the stops for this one. So you got BB-13, Big Power, drawing there, even with, of course, the internal schematics like they do. He's kind of a bear guy. When you scrape it away, that's interesting. 52 Toys there. New logo there. Looks like a bear paw, so that's new. Inside, behind everything, you're going to have instructions, you're going to have the character card, and you're going to have the catalog, none of which is kind of worth looking at. Normally I pull all that stuff out, but I did that already in the out the box review, and honestly, there's nothing important. If you want to see those types of things, go sign up for the Patreon. Yep. Then you got beast mode there and box mode. It's a box. And then you come around here, you got instruction, which makes no sense. And then you've got the actual thing there. Shows it with red eyes. It doesn't have red eyes. That bothers me. And then, okay. That's something I just learned. Alright, so you got it here in different modes and stuff like that. All your warnings and such. Sad Pac-Man. Ages 15 plus. Hey, I'm right in the middle of that. And then you got another image right there. More warnings on the bottom. But enough of that. Let's get him out here. There we go. He's so peaceful looking. Look at him. He's so peaceful. Alright, so here we have the Big Power Panda. I shall name it Joe Guns. Yes. So it does come with the box charger, as usual. There's nothing different about that. They all look the same. So we'll just, except for the one special edition I have. So we're gonna set that back there for now. So normally, I say normally, but at least on the last one, I started out in box mode, transformed him to the other mode. So we're gonna stick with beast mode and then take him to the box mode because we almost never see that. So here is the Panda Boy. Looks pretty neat. Definitely a panda. We're not really gonna be able to misunderstand that. He does have a weird little leaf emblem there. It's supposed to be, I guess, like a bamboo leaf. Got some nice red paint inside the arms there. He doesn't have a whole lot going on for him. It's just black and white and then a silver paw logo there. And you come to the back and he's got an interesting like power pack thing there. Some nice silver paint around it and a battery. And then for some reason this pulls up. But nothing else. I have not determined that to serve any purpose at all. I don't know. So he does feel a bit better than the Leviathan did. He's still super hollow due to his gimmick, but it feels denser. It feels better, especially if you come to the bottom and you got sproing. It says unlock, and then box, and then you got some screws under his butt. Then you have his shoulder cannons, which is interesting. Now I have him in a sitting pose just because I think that's cute, but you can get him into like a crawling pose, like a crawling panda bear pose. And now this one is scary because when I first got him out of the box, that neck was super misaligned and I thought it was gonna break. So you can get him into this kind of pose and straighten out the arms a little bit if you need to. Get him like that, and then you get his little fat feetsies under there. You got him in a cool little panda mode. That's pretty neat, not gonna lie. I'm sad that his eyes are not red. Though I also thought like maybe they would do the thing, because there's one. I think it's the ice cubes that the eyes can switch. I think that would have been neat if his eyes could switch from red to black. I checked, there's no good way to do that. Now the head does rotate this way and then is just on a hinge like that. Like it would be nice if he could just, I guess he can sort of do that number. That's not bad. That hides the hole a little bit better. So that's pretty good. And like I said, he has these guns here, which are interesting. I don't know why they made them translucent. They just wanted to. And they're basically the same mold. There's not a huge difference between them. The fact that they're translucent bothers me just a little. You have some white paint on there, a whole bunch of dots for reasons. It's got a weird slot there and then another hole there because I guess you can do a couple different things with it. And then it also has posts. That I haven't figured out what you're supposed to do with. So the way I had it configured, he does have these spots on the shoulders here. and you can plug it in there. Now, apparently, something I didn't realize, so let's stand him up. I do kind of wish the legs would get longer. I know that's unfeasible because he's a panda, but it would be cool. Until I just saw it on the box, I didn't understand why the guns were made the way they are, that they could do this. Now, one thing I need to double check. Nope. Okay. So I don't think there's a good way for him to have the bamboo logo facing the right direction. So it's just going to have to be that way. So he can do a big, like, hyper bamboo cannon, which is kind of cool. I figured that out by accident. I was like, hey, these look like they go together. And I was like, oh, they do go together. But then, like, I guess that's supposed to be the cannon end. Yeah, because that end doesn't look like anything special. And see, I can't... Like, I want to look at these real quick. Because it almost seems like they have multiple configurations. Especially considering these fold in. That just looks purposeful. Like, could they tab together or something? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of if, ands, or weird buts around about it. It's like that almost looks like it could go together, but I mean, other than the fact that when it transforms, that is necessary, like the actual bend is necessary, but the posts, I don't get what those are for. I mean, he's got like these holes here, but there's not a good way. Like, you can plug it in, but it looks like that. And that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense in my book. And I guess you could do it this way, so the cannons could at least be facing upward. But it's, once again, that's something that's not in the instructions. They're just kind of there. Like, just, there's no other purpose for that other than that. Also, same thing with this, being able to pull up. I didn't see anything in the instructions about that. But let's just leave that there for now, because he does have another interesting gimmick. So you want to grab the head, pull it up, or at least get it up and out of the way. And then open that up, and well, it had a gimmick. Hold on. The other part of the gimmick was still on the table. I thought it was inside there. And you do get the little baby panda. But I think he's more like the boss panda. Let's just be honest here. So he looks cute, molded in just white, with some black paint and some tampoed on details, like the big visor here, the like compressed or like baby bamboo shoot kind of interesting thing. I got a hangnail right there I gotta get rid of. It does have just little stubby legs, the head, and just on a ball joint slot there, big screw hole in the belly. It is what it is. What I was trying to show off is the fact that you can just sit inside the belly. Interesting molded detail on the inside. I do wish they had actually tampoed on like the screens that they show on the box. So it's supposed to be controlling the big panda mech. Cool. By the way, slots right there. There's no purpose for those. There's nothing that seems to do anything with that at all. So, and they're on the back too. So that's weird. And by the way, this slides up and down. It does serve a purpose, but it does move, and then you got the locking, unlocking mechanism there. So there's not a lot else going on, but let's go ahead and compare him to the one from last time. So you can see there, compared to the swimmy boy. We don't have any other bears or anything like that. Plus, I did not prepare for this. All my beast boxes are up there on the shelf, and no good way to compare any of them. Oh no! Oh well. We'll just pull out a couple of those next time and we can see all of them together. How about that? So let's go ahead and try to transform this guy. So for that, we gotta go ahead and open that up. Pull out the baby. Okay, so once again, this is the head kind of not cooperating. So it's on a slider back there, so that's the part that's disconcerting. So just take the head and tuck it away. Close that up. Take the hands and just kind of flatten them out. It does have a tab and a slot on each hand, and so we just want the arms about as straight as they can get, and then we will bring them forward, tab them together, like so. Now you want to take your guns, and you want to use this slot here. I'm trying to remember which direction it's supposed to face. I think it's this way. Yep. Okay, so like that. And then you tuck that back like that. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Like so. And then you want to push this guy up and in like that, just to make that room. And pull that down. You want to pull out the legs. Then you want to push this up to a box. Not gonna lie, I think that just blocks the legs from going in. Yeah, that's all that does. And then we want to tilt the legs this way. There's also a slot up inside the gun right there. It's gonna be hard to see, but you can tab that into there. Same thing here. Come on. Like that. So really squared up. Now you need the baby. You just want to push all his arms in like so. Tilt the head up. There's not a specific full-on direction for that. It's just kind of up-ish. Not 100%, not 60%, somewhere in between. And then he's got some posts there, or some holes there, and a couple posts on the baby legs. And you want to line those up and just plug everybody together like so. Like I said, that's just not. It's just not, okay? It's just not. I guess you want that down so I can help fill out the box. So there's the box mode. Pretty simple. It's simple yet strange at the same time. That's basically all I can say about this. And then I think you want to put him in there with this side facing forward. Like so. But if you want to do it with the bamboo side, that looks better to me. Finally says bamboo. Everything else is upside down. I don't know what's going on there, but there he is in his box charger. Pretty cool. It's a decent set. I wish I could do a little bit more. The translucent guns, I think, are silly. I would much rather them be solid colored green, like just paint it the neon green, and it'll look a little bit better, in my opinion. I wish there was an explanation for what's going on with this backpack. I don't know what that does. We got extra holes, we got extra pegs, things they don't tell you. Like, if I hadn't just noticed it on the thing, I probably wouldn't have realized that the guns plug together to do like a big shoulder cannon. I mean, I figured out they plug together on my own without the instructions. But in a lot of cases, it's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Okay, so I was right about the guns needing to go on the back like that when he's in crawling mode. And then, of course, he has the big hyper cannon mode there. It is what it is. I'm just a dummy. It's like, it's what happens when you don't full-on read the instructions. But, I mean, I was there. I just didn't know it was supposed to do that in and of itself. By the way, pretty good instructions now. Not as vague as they used to be. So, but guys, I like this one. I definitely like it more than this. It has a gimmick that actually makes sense. And it's cute that it's a panda with a little baby. I like the idea that it's piloting it. Though I wish there was a little something on the inside to help it sit still a little bit better. Like a little seat for the baby. Or like an actual molded interior like is actually controlling it. I think that would be pretty neat. I know it's asking a bit more than they want to do. But for the money, it's still a pretty cool little collectible figure toy thing. I love this line. I think they do some really cool stuff. There's more really cool things coming in the future. They've got a crocodile or alligator, whichever way they want to call it. Of course, spiders. All kinds of different stuff coming from the Alien series. I just looked at the Marvel line. I'm not going to get any of those, but they got like Iron Man, Thanos, Hulkbuster, Hulk. Most of those are the same mold with a new head. And then, of course, different variations of things. I don't know if they're ever going to redo the Panda, but, you know, there's other ones that they can possibly do. But come back next time, where we look at the coolest one that I've gotten so far. probably my favorite. My most favorite so far since Pinchy, but putting a big old thumbs up. And go check out the rest of the Fit 2 Toys playlist while you're waiting. And I'll catch you next time. And remember, as always, to keep on bambooing.